Welcome back to the Doorkickers player channel. This is mission 90, hostage situation, Preston General Hospital. Let's go ahead and have a look at this map. This mission is a little bit difficult, I'm not gonna lie, because there are a lot of nooks and crannies, kind of. You'll see what I'm saying here. So, all right, we've got this area here. Okay, it's really difficult to know where to put your operators because threats can come from this hallway and threats can also come from this hallway, right? Also, this doorway. So essentially, if you have your operators split here, like I have here, right? A threat can still come from here and shoot your operators when they're entering this room, right? So this mission is pretty difficult for that reason specifically. Also here in the main entrance, right? When operators go here, the threat can come from here, or here, or here, or here. And when operators, like for example, this operator going this way, right? So a threat can come from here and here at any time. Also, when your operators move along, right? So if they go here, right, do they continue down towards the delta side? This is delta, right? Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie, right? So if they continue towards the delta side, then they're ignoring all of this. But if they continue, a threat can come in from here behind them. So it's just a very, very tricky map. Let's see how I navigate it.
Lock and load. Let's do this.
Zoom in a bit.
Alpha, go.
So we're using machine guns, obviously, opening this door and throwing a flashbang in here.
Flash out. Who's there?
Pretty smart decision considering all the tangos that are in this area. Like I said, threats in this specific situation, threats come from every direction, right? They come from here, they come from here, they come from here. Lots of threats. Yeah, and this is an issue, right? So I would make sure that they're all okay. So it's a little bit small, but you see how this operator stops here and then continues this way? So in this situation where we have 4 operators and not 2, I would have this operator go down and stop here, facing that way, instead of stopping here and then going like that and having this guy cross over. Having this guy cross over is very useless and a big waste of time, to say the least, because and also dangerous because now he's blocking this operator, right? So I would have this guy go down like this and this guy follow him like that. The same thing here. I would have both of these guys go straight to the corner and then move from there. Looking here at this, I've mentioned this in previous videos, but if you have 4 operators, you don't need to have the furthest one go to the furthest point. You can have 2 go that way and 2 go that way, whichever one's closer, right? You don't need to have the furthest one go the furthest distance. It's a pretty useless move. So I would have these 2 go up and around while facing that way, and then these 2 go directly this way to cover that. And then once all 4 operators are on this line right here, then I have 2 go this way, 2 go that way, go in here, clear that, go in here, clear that, come back out, clear that, and then go that way. That's what I would do in hindsight, obviously. And this is exactly what I'm talking about on the Charlie side. there's a threat right there and no one can act on it because no one's going the right direction, right? These two need to be going this way, right? These two need to be going this way, and these two need to be going that way, right? So if we go from the beginning, right? So two go this way, two go here, right? And two go here. And then these two go that way while these two go that way. Make sense? It works out, but it wasn't good. I do like how this guy is looking that way, just making sure that no targets come from behind. So far, it's okay. I'm not too mad about that. The only thing I would say is don't pick up the hostage here. That's putting the hostage in danger. Okay. You don't need to go all the way there to clear it. As soon as you look there, just keep moving on. Um, this guy should clear the entire thing from the outside because there could be threats here, and so this guy, like, if you go in the room, any threat that's here could attack you. But if you clear it from the outside, the threats over here can't attack you. So I would say this guy needs to go all the way there and just clear the room from the outside, not even go in. Yeah. Also, this is not a good situation. If you're clearing it from the outside, just have one guy here facing that way and the other guy just open the door, and then that entire room is cleared. You don't need to go both operators all the way in. Also for this room over here, you don't need to go all the way in. You can just open the door and then clear the entire room. This is bad. This is the first guy in the room. He needs to be facing that way. At this point, have these operators get out of the room, right? On the Charlie side, get those operators out. They don't need to be in there. There you go. This flashbang is unnecessary because you can just have this guy move and just clear that. And then once that's clear, these two guys go in here. It's really that simple. Like you don't need to throw a flashbang. Yeah. And here on the Delta Alpha corner, these guys can go back. And again, moving parallel and not, blocking each other over here on the Charlie side. That's a mistake. It works out, but it's a mistake. Like I said, the flashbang was unnecessary. Flashbang was completely unnecessary. And these two guys are stuck here for some reason on the Delta Alpha corner. Probably forgot about them. Actually, the entry here on the Alpha side is pretty good. Not gonna lie.
Go.
Good entry on the Charlie Delta corner. Bravo side. Good entry. I like that. One kind of dealing with all the threats here. The other one dealing towards the door.
Good job. We're done here.
And that concludes the mission. 23 seconds. Honestly, not that bad. Although I think it could have been done better. Let's see how I did in my more recent attempt of the same mission. So I have them picking the lock here. Okay, so straight up opening the door, letting the operators deal with any bad guys. We're gonna blow up this door on the Bravo Charlie corner. Volume's a little low. Let me move that. Okay. Mm, it's not the best over here on the, well, technically alpha side of the building. It's not the best way to clear a corner, but it's okay. I don't know what I would have done differently. I'm trying to think. Maybe I would just have this guy just look that way as they're moving, because this guy can see more threats in this general area, right? But other than that, I think it's pretty good route. And then if we look at this side, so yeah, like I said earlier, when these two guys come down here, these guys go down, these guys go up. So we're starting to clear the Bravo side of the structure. Entry is okay. I would have this guy just look that way because then this doesn't need to be cleared because he's the first through the door. Other than that, it's okay. So far, so good. I like this idea of clearing that, then moving that way. That's pretty smart. Although, I think we forgot that I forgot that there's a room here, so might have to deal with that later. Hmm, this is difficult because this guy should be going that way and this guy should be going that way, but then the room is more heavily here. I would have this guy stop right here, let this guy get a little bit ahead, and then yeah, in hindsight. Also, the reason these guys are going in is to clear this corner. So doing a decent job of dealing with bad guys. Ooh, this is tricky. So, ooh, yeah, hostiles can shoot from here onto these operators. It's a little bit difficult. I would say just have this guy look that way, just in case. And also, these guys should be moving that way. But they're doing a pretty good job. And that's actually pretty good. So immediately, as soon as this room is cleared, they are facing that way and starting to clear that. I like that. That's pretty good. Although I will stand by what I said. This room should be cleared from the outside so that no threats can, and no threats from here can endanger the operators. Ooh. So these operators see these guys, which means that these guys see these operators. So I wonder what I'm going to do here. I actually don't remember this. So okay, so the uh-oh. No, okay, phew. I was like, is this guy reloading? Um, okay, so these tangos aren't shooting these operators, which is a good thing, but still, I I, I didn't like that situation. So far so far so good, I would say. Like, you can clearly see that the route that these two were on didn't make them get stuck in front of each other, and so they're both able to shoot bad guys in this area. So that's good. I like clearing this from the outside. That's pretty good as well. Yeah, I like this guy clearing that. as well. That's good. Although this guy should be facing that way at this point. There we go. Yeah, these two don't need to get into this room, like I mentioned earlier. Yep, Bravo side is doing good. Yeah, like I said, you only need one person to clear this room. You don't need both operators. That's good. I like that. Oh, nice one. So I saw this tango with this operator, so I just had these two operators deal with him. I like that. That's good. Yep, nicely done. Moving very, very nicely. Taking out the tango. I like that. Honestly, this room was cleared very efficiently. This structure was cleared very efficiently, even though it only shaved off 2 seconds. But if you look at this structure versus this, you can see that we left a lot of rooms un, you know, un, a lot of rooms like not checked, right? We left a lot of rooms unchecked. So 21 seconds clearing the entire structure versus 23 seconds. 6 rooms technically were not checked. So I guess technically 2 rooms and 4 bathrooms, but still. Yeah. So this one, although I will say this, the method for this attempt is strength. It's not efficiency, it's strength. So basically just moving slowly, surely, slow is smooth, smooth is fast, right? That's the idea, right? So by moving the way that we did here, right? Seeing bad guys, taking them out. It's really just slow is smooth, smooth is fast, getting everyone to come to you and taking them all out, right? Essentially. This method is practice makes perfect, right? And every single move is calculated, right? No one's moving unnecessarily, and it's very dynamic, right? When we get to a certain spot, that's when the next decision is made. There's no pre-planned route really, for the most part. You see, as soon as this guy gets shot, immediately I'm turning these guys around, moving on to the next objective. And as soon as this room is clear, you see it barely enter the room, and already I'm moving on to the next room, right? And as soon as we enter the room here, let's see. Yeah. Also, watch the Bravo side. You see how they're moving with, right? And this guy's just standing here just in case there are any more bad guys out there, right? And then when we turn around on the Alpha side, for a split second there, I'm going to go up, but then I remember there's this room down here on the Delta Alpha corner. So go that way. And then as soon as the bad guy from the Bravo Charlie corner gets taken out, operators move down, clearing that room, immediately leaving. It's very, very efficient, right? It's very dynamic, very efficient. There's very little pre-planned routes, right? It's a lot of making decisions as it happens. So there's just different ways to go about it. Essentially, technically, I believe that if you had just four operators stand here and four operators stand here for about 10 seconds, you could get most bad guys come to you. You know what? I'm gonna try that later. But yeah, like there there's just two different ways of going about it, and these um yeah, those are both are very effective. Um, yeah, it's one of those few situations where I wouldn't prefer it either way. I wouldn't say one is better than the other. I prefer my second attempt just because of how much I'm able to get done in a short amount of time, but either one works. All right, let's go ahead and watch the replays without any pausing. Here we go. Okay, that was the first attempt. Let's go ahead and watch the more recent attempt. And that was the more recent attempt. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like if you want to see more of those kinds of videos. I post every Monday and Thursday, so make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if there's anything that you guys want to see in future videos, feel free to let me know in the comment section down below, and I will see you in the next video.